put on women's makeup, put on women's garments, and it was a commandment that other men was to partake in the same thing.
That's funny.
It was just,
every kingdom is seeing that this is becoming a trend with all these kingdoms, the decadence and gender fluidity are becoming at the end of a kingdom. It's coming into play at the end of the kingdom.
I got the law. Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power.
There it is. And the king of Assyria, he was into that. All right.
Okay, may God pass over.
And that lets you know right there that they was dealing with moral decay. Talking about ancient Nineveh. That's why America, when we go into prophesying against America, these kingdoms get brought up. Because America is likened unto or compared to these other kingdoms, because it's likened unto those kingdoms wrapped all in one.
It encapsulates.
It encapsulates those ancient kingdoms. Babylon, Nineveh, Egypt,
Sodom,
Babylon, Rome, Greece. It's all the different kingdoms, and even the mindset of those ancient kingdoms. It's all basically
melting pot in the one, like you're saying.
Great
melting pot of
it's all back today.
Become the melting pot of wicked kingdoms, not just the people.
Sardanapalus. Yep, that was him. If you found some information.
I was a cross-dresser.
It's
the bag.
There's some on Wikipedia. Yeah, here it is. And this is dealing with the last king of Assyria.
Okay, Diodorus says that Sardanapalus, son of Anaxarexes, exceeded all previous rulers in sloth and luxury. He spent his whole life
in sloth and luxury. And that's what it's all about here in this society. Being idle, not just lazy, because you got technology to do everything for you. You're just so used to everything being handed to you, and you ain't got to go out and hunt. You ain't got to go out and do nothing. Everything is tailor-made for you right here in society, especially in these major cities. So it makes you slothful. And then you're dealing with the luxury of Babylon. You got a buffet, like Vegas is known for its endless buffets. That's why they call this place Sin City, because you can basically gluttony is fulfilled, and you can satisfy your gluttony here. So that's what they were about then. That's a luxury to have meat, so much meat and dairy and all that. That's a luxury, man. All type of liquor and wine. That's all luxury, man. All right, go ahead.
He spent his whole life in self-indulgence. He dressed in women's clothes and wore makeup.
See? And ain't that what they do in this society? You see our people, they into that. You had a Tiger in fucking YG. Them niggas just recently been an example.
Like white chicks and shit.
Trying to emulate white chicks.
They're trying to get on A-list and shit.
Yeah.
They kind of fell back.
They gotta
they gotta degrade. Yeah, that's why they gotta degrade themselves to try to move up. They gotta move up. This place is filthy, man. And the Lord, and this part of the example of the Lord, basically revealing this place. He's lifting up the skirt and showing everybody the nakedness and shame of this place. All right. I think you might have read it already, where it says, "I will cast filth upon you. I will make thee wild and a gazing stock." He read that, and that's what we're seeing. You see the Dwayne Wade son and E.J. Johnson. You see all these entertainers Just look at them, man. Totally debauched, man.
Smith's kids.
Yeah, Jaden and Willow. And these are all Jake. You know, these are all Jake. We ain't even talking about the heathen. But this is what goes on, and this is what's protected.
Yep.
Okay? In these other countries and these other places, that shit is zero tolerance.
Yep.
They just shut
You
down.
get your head lobbed for this type of behavior.
They just shut down the Pride Parade in some country.
Or over there in Norway, multiple people got killed. They said over 21 people was wounded and like 2 people died. Yeah. Man.
Can I read this last sentence here?
Yep.
He had many concubines, female and male.
Yeah. That's how he was living, man. You see why the Lord had to bring the destruction upon them. The Lord don't do the same for this place, man. All your witchcraft, all your sorcery, all your debauched behavior, all your abominable activities, man. Even going back to this Roe versus Wade shit, man. That's wicked, man. Child sacrifice. That's basically what it is.
Yep.
Child sacrifice.
Well, there's a law on that we're not supposed to do that.
Let's get them. There's Deuteronomy 18. I think Leviticus 20, if I'm not mistaken.
18 and 21.
And there's also one in Exodus where it says a woman shall not cast her young or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And they were doing that in Egypt, you know, with the killing the firstborn, killing the children off, the boys off, the Israelite men off.
I got the one in Exodus 20.
We was going into that last night.
Yeah.
Because they was fearing that we coming up in numbers, we were multiplying, and that if a war was to break out, we would side with their enemies and take them down. You know. And he saw he shared that same concern, seeing that the tribes are starting to come together. Mm-hmm. There's more of us. You know, we always really been the majority, but Esau always wanted to keep that hidden.
Yeah.
You know.
It was in Istanbul where the police shut down a LBGT alphabet march.
Yeah.
You know, but the police shut that shit down. You know,
because one of them countries that they ain't having that shit.
Yeah. But over here, certain police departments got rainbow fucking squad cars and shit.
Istanbul is what
Turkey.
That's some Ottoman Turks.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're Islamic. They don't play that shit in with Islam. Whether they Sharia or Shiite.
I want to say that they're in their belief, they still got them old laws, man. Not biblical, but the more, what's the word? Eastern mentality laws.
Yeah.
They still burning up people, chopping heads off, and, caning and all these other things.
Still chop your hand off?
Yeah, bro, you could cause stealing. There's penalties for this, They're still with that. All them inhumane things that really put the fear in people to not do it. And it's going to go back to that, but in a righteous way with the scriptures, man, the kingdom of heaven. When the heathen do something wrong, they're going to get the judgment that's written in this book.
Yeah.
Okay?
I got the one, Exodus 23.
Yep.
Exodus 23 and 25. And ye shall serve the Lord your power, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. Look at word cast.
Yep.
Which means to be bereaved, make childless, miscarry. You go down to the second. To cause barrenness.
Hey, you go to Corey Holcomb's house, he got like a line of jokes that he can just tell about abortion.
Yeah.
And some of them are distasteful. but most of them they're so distasteful because it's so true.
They're accurate.
It's pointing
It's
out
so
the shame.
accurate.
It's pointing out the shame
Right.
of Eve,
Right.
and how she was always complicit in that whole,
Yep.
you know,
Killing off
phenomenon
our-
of killing off your own, you know, your nation, man.
Yep.
To cause barrenness, show barrenness, or abortion.
There it is. You know, you think the Most High is with that? And then even the process of how they do it, man, is very depressing to even watch. When they carry the procedure and the utensil that they use, and you can see the child fighting against it in the womb. But they'll say that, oh well, as long as it's in my belly, and it's not alive. You know, it doesn't have a soul yet.
That baby,
Are you crazy?
baby in there fighting for his life.
But if you hit
Yeah,
if you hit a car and there's a pregnant woman in there,
Right.
and you kill both her and the baby,
Why?
that you get charged double.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a long one too.
Exactly. Yeah, get that too.
Yep. And it's in Exodus. It's in Exodus like
Double murder,
20.
double manslaughter, shit like that.
Oh yeah, well, the one to say is the Most High has the issues with death.
Fine.
You know, the Most High is he can kill and make alive.
Right.
All right, you women don't have the power over your body.
Right.
You know, you don't have power over your body. Your body belongs to the Most High. Y'all about to outside, man.
That's right. And we can get the scripture on that too, where the scriptures say that that the husband have power over her body. So this society is so fucked up that even though that seed that man planted in her, which was alive because it swam to her egg, and then grew and was nurtured, and it grew into a creature, a person, and he can't even have a say so in whether to bring it forth. It ain't even his decision.
But they'll blame the
Because
man.
because it's in her body.
Yeah.
What do the scriptures say about that?
Yeah.
Your body is not yours, man.
Yeah. You see what they said that guy when he was out here in Vegas asking them questions, right? About it, right? He said, one said because her body changes. You know, it's a phase. It should be a woman's choice because her body changes. You know, it grows and the stomach is big and whatever else happens to her body, right? He said, but you have that baby and you put him on child support, his life changes. He don't get a say-so in his life. And really, by giving both a choice or taking away the option for both at all, you're subject to make better choices. That's the issue. Because they're bad and horrible decision makers. Everybody should get penalized but her. Because she don't know how to make good decisions. Well, the Most High put you in order, in a certain order, to be able to make, to need help with being a decision maker from your father, which we know what happens to your fathers, and from your husband. And we know how you feel about the man guiding you or leading you. Okay, you ain't with that. You want to do your own thing. And this is what happens when you leave someone that doesn't have wisdom and understanding to make decisions of life, not just their life, but of life for themselves. We're looking at it.
What's that scripture in Timothy? She's dead while she's living.
She
Yeah.
living
Pleasure.
dead while she's living.
Yeah. Because she's just going straight after the flesh and pleasure. That's all that she cares about. She don't care about life. I'm talking about the women that are in that mentality.
I got that scripture, Exodus 21 and 22.
Yeah.
If men strive, means fight, and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall surely be punished. He shall be surely punished according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine.
And you see that, right? It is as the husband determines. Because he's the one that's really holding value in that life. Because you didn't have the ability to go in there with an ultrasound and find out it wasn't the son, so I'm not worried about it. You don't know what that life was going to be. You you were in the ancient world, you were always hoping for a son, but even if it was a daughter, you had value in having daughters. Another asset. You know?
Verse 23.